a man, you are married and you are married, or he has a roast card and you have stayed 5 years without a child, and they call you people meeting, and they will be saying, you don't want to give my brother a child, you don't want to give my son a child. Don't wake up before the public and tell them that my husband cannot produce a child. No. Take the insult, eat the insult, swallow the insult, and go. Cover the shame. I don't know what I'm teaching.
You are teaching, ma.
You don't expose this man. When you tell people that your husband cannot perform in debate, is an insult. You have killed that man alive. That's the highest secret a man has. Swallow it and go home. Continue your prayers.
Why is it that we are clinging to this patriarchal norm that what defines a human's worth, whether it's a male, your worth is defined by your ability to impregnate a woman, and if you're a woman, your worth is defined by your ability to carry a pregnancy to full term and deliver naturally. So even if you carry that pregnancy to full term and you have to go through a CS, then you're not considered a woman. These things are things we need to begin to deconstruct from, because don't just say it's culture and you cling to it, even though common sense shows that it is absolute nonsense. These Christian women, Christian mothers who are supposed to be wise, they are there telling us about the importance of, having pregnancy defining you. But at the same time, the person that they're worshiping, who is Jesus, right? He never married and he never had children. He didn't consider himself a disadvantaged person. If by choice you have decided that you want to be child-free, that is a valid choice. Having children or not having children does not define your worth. And even if you want to have children, but you're still waiting or you're still trying, that does not define your worth. It doesn't mean that your life should come to a standstill. She said, don't tell them that my husband cannot produce a child. The funny thing is this. Why is it that they're giving women these instructions? I believe that a man who is a real man will stand up immediately. If, let's say, the family said, okay, can you come for this meeting? A lot of people that have not had children will intuitively know that this must be what they're calling for. So a real man will either say, you know what, my wife, we're not going for this. Or even if they say, okay, let's go and even hear what they're saying so we can talk to all of them as a group, he would stand up and say, hey, what I do in my family, whether I choose to be child-free or whether I am expecting a child, is none of your business. Because the Bible says a man will leave father and mother and traditional expectations and all that and cleave to his wife, and they become one flesh and start pursuing purpose. It's not about having children. If I choose to have children, it is my business and my wife's. So if that man does not do anything and he is sitting down there, then he is tacitly agreeing with these people, because our society generally believes that when there is no child in a marriage, it is the fault of the woman. So we have that stereotype of nwanyaga or barren woman, but there's no parallel stereotype of nwokeaga or barren man. So if that man is keeping quiet, it is because he is expecting that you are going to, step up and swallow it. Just like he said, take it, swallow it, and keep quiet, cover him. This thing still boils down to another example of how a man can love his wife by laying down his life for her. Because we know how it is. A woman already has that stigma on her. If she gets into a marriage and in the first 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, nothing is seen, everybody is looking at the woman. So why not lay down your life, supposedly? Because we know that most men are so, intoxicated. They love the idea of their manhood being what is between their legs. So you saying, stepping up to even take the blame if need be, is an act of sacrifice, is an act of being a covering for your wife. But you want to be the head, you want her to submit, and you saying it's my fault, or you standing up and saying, don't talk to my wife like that, don't talk to us like that, we are not going to stay for this meeting. You will not do it. So my dear women, we are the ones that mostly will be found in church. Go to any church, the people that are carrying the matter of that church on their head is women. Right? So if you find that where you keep going to places where they are putting you down, they are wanting you to, sell your dignity to maintain the dignity of a man, it is time for you to walk away from that place. Because you may think, oh yeah, they preach good things, it's just this one. The fact that if someone gives you a cup of water, it is clean, it is nice, and they put a dot of poo water inside it, just a dot, and it doesn't even change the color. Will you drink it if you saw them put it? No. So you staying in a place where you are being fed lies and saying, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just one lie out of many. So when you stay in places where you are being fed lies, before you know it, they may start with dots, but you start developing that herd mind because you have relationships with these people. You get emotionally connected, they become your social circle and all that. And over time, your ability to think independently becomes eroded. So if you find out that you are in this kind of setting, I highly advise you to step away from there. If not, you don't know what impact this is having on you. It will impact your what the choice of the spouse you have. It will impact whether you decide to stay in an abusive relationship or not. It will determine a whole lot of factors, and it also impact the life of your children. This is how generational issues begin. So, my dear women, I have nothing else to say but mind who you listen to, mind the gatherings that you go to, because they will definitely impact you.